What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to this FA Cup quarter-final preview. I am going to take you through my score prediction and my predicted 11 for the Reds trip to the City Ground to take on Forest. Just a reminder for everybody, it's a 6 p.m. kickoff time on Sunday. I believe the game's on ITV, if my memory is correct. Coverage-wise for us, what we will be doing is we will have a team news announcement show on YouTube from 5 to 5:30, and then we're going to go over to Twitch for the watch-along, so I hope you guys can join us over there for that one. It should be fun. Should be lots of fun. As I said to you guys previously, we're going to do all the Cup games and the Champions League games on Twitch for the remainder of the season. All the league games will be right here on YouTube, and then we'll be back onto YouTube for a couple of post-match reactions as well. Myself, Mr. Paddy Murphy, Mr. Chris Stonage will react to whatever happens at the City Ground. Now, a couple of bits of housekeeping first and foremost. So what have we got with regards to availability for the game from a Liverpool perspective? Well, we do know that Trent Alexander-Arnold has unfortunately been ruled out of not just this game, but England's games over the international, and it looks like we should have him back just about in time for the massive game at the Etihad against Manchester City. Real quick reaction, I suppose, as well, while I have you guys here, to the Champions League draw. I'm over the moon. I mean, to say I'm happy is an understatement. Now, I will say all the things I'm supposed to say about having to be professional and not taking Benfica for granted, but if we're all being entirely honest with ourselves, when we seen that draw, we were pretty happy. That was probably the team that you were looking out for in the draw, and the fact that we have the second leg at Anfield as well, it just bodes well for us. But awaiting us in the semi-final, if we're to get past Benfica, will be the winner of Villarreal and Villarreal and Bayern Munich. And I don't want to just automatically say we're going to be playing Bayern Munich, because I feel like Unai Emery and that Villarreal team deserve respect. Like, they've got some good players in there. Danjuma has been doing really well for them. They've got Gerard Moreno, they've got Pau Torres, and they've got a manager who knows his way around European competition. So let's wait and see. But I am happy to be on the opposite side of the draw to both the English teams, because I don't like when Liverpool play English teams in the Champions League, and to Real Madrid, because I'd love us to get revenge in Paris against Real Madrid. And in fact, that's going to be my prediction for the Champions League final. I see Real Madrid just about getting past Chelsea. I think the distractions that are currently going on at Chelsea could be the deciding factor there. And then I think over two legs against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, I'm backing Real Madrid to have just a little bit too much about them, a little bit too much experience and nous in the Champions League. And then I'm going to go for Liverpool to beat them in Paris in the final. And all bodes well. So fingers crossed for that one. But look, let me take you through my score predictions now and my predicted 11 for this one. No Trent, as I said, hamstring injury for Trent. That's keeping him out. And Mohamed Salah's foot injury has flared up, so I don't think we're going to see Mohamed Salah even in the squad maybe for this one. Of course, he has massive games coming up over the international break, as does Sadio. They have a two-legged playoff against Senegal and Egypt. Only one of them can go through to the World Cup, and of course our boy Diogo Jota has a pretty big task on his hands as well, with Portugal there playing Italy in the World Cup playoff. So best of luck to everybody involved there. There's going to be some big names though missing from the World Cup this summer, and I'm not just talking about from an Irish perspective, because look, you know, any competition is better if the Irish are in it, but yeah, we're not great these days on the old international scene, but Stephen Kenny might be turning it around. So look, let's have a look at my score prediction first and foremost. I'm going to go 2-1 to Liverpool. Some Liverpool fans think this is going to be an easy evening. I'm not one of them. I think that Forest will be up for this. I think, you know, it might be a bit cliche, but I do feel like we'll have to weather an early storm. First 15-20 minutes, I think that's where we'll need the leadership on the pitch to help us keep a steady head. Forest will fire everything at us. They've got a young team full of energy, and they're 1 point right now with a game in hand outside the playoff places in the Championship, and we know what a difficult league that is to get out of. There's a little bit of household banter in this one for me as well. My wife's a Forest fan, so obviously I hope we destroy them just so I don't have to listen to her, because heaven forbid, you know, I'd be bad enough if Liverpool got knocked out, but to have to listen to the misses on top of that, yeah, we don't want that to happen. So look, let me take you through my predicted 11 now. Starting off with the goalkeeper scenario, it was a difficult one because I don't know if Kelleher will play or if he'll go with Alisson. I'm fine either way, but I think I'm going to go with Alisson for my prediction. So goalkeeper and centre-backs first. I've gone for Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip. I don't want to change anything there because I'm going to make many other changes around the team. Yes, a load of people will be shouting for Canade, and I'm absolutely fine if Canade starts. You may be saying, hang on Craig, what about Joe Gomez? Is he going to be a right back? No, he isn't going to be my right back for this one. My full backs look a little like this. I'm going to go Jimmy Milner at right back, and I'm going to go Costas at left back. Now, Klopp didn't give too much away in the press conference. He spoke about having the option of Gomez at right back, having the option of Milner at right back, and of course Conor Bradley is another option for Jurgen Klopp at right back. I just think, again, experience, James Milner for this one for me. Gomez, if he was to play at centre-back, no issues, but I'm not a big fan of Joe Gomez playing at right back for us. For me, he can be caught ball watching at times, and he can switch off, and you won't get that with Jimmy Milner. Now, Milner probably isn't as good defensively as Joe Gomez. But I just want us to be solid. So with changing other areas of the pitch, and that'll make sense as I go on, I'd go with Jimmy Milner at right back and Costas at left back. Not because Robbo's done nothing wrong, far from it. Andy Robertson's been fantastic. My man of the match in the recent game against Arsenal. So let's move into midfield. And I hope you're still with me, by the way, because I hope this will come together and make sense as we move along. Into midfield, Fabinho, Curtis Jones and Jordan Henderson. I don't want Thiago Alcantara used unnecessarily. I would rather keep him up and make sure that he's fit and ready to go for the game at the Etihad. I think you could make a show for Harvey Elliott as well, and I'm fine with that. But I think we'll see either one of Elliott or Jones play. And because I prefer seeing Jordan Henderson on the right-hand side of midfield, I've gone for Curtis Jones on the left, Fabinho in the centre and Hendo on the right. Now, Keita could play, of course he could. Klopp could well use Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain for this tie as well. But that's the midfield that I think has a mixture of experience and a little bit of youthful exuberance as well with Curtis Jones. So that's what I go with. Now moving up top, this is I suppose where the most surprises are going to come in. People say, what about Takumi Minamino, Craig? What about Divock Origi, Craig? No, I do think we need to go as strong as we can while making some changes. So I'm going to go with Luis Diaz on the left. I'm going to go with Diogo Jota on the right. And bring our boy Bobby Firmino back in through the centre. I think I like the idea of resting Mane and Salah for this one. Obviously, Salah with the foot injury. Mane I would have in the matchday squad, certainly on the bench if needs be. But to me, that's an 11 that goes and wins this game. And that's an 11 that hopefully goes and wins this game in regular time. Let me know what your predictions are in the comment section. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. But I understand that this mightn't be an 11 for everybody. That's, I suppose, the whole point of these videos, is it, that we all ever say. But I think that 11 gets it done. And as I said, if Elliott's in there, I've no problems with it. If Oxlade-Chamberlain's in there, well, if he was in there maybe instead of Jones, okay. But I would like to see our captain and Fabinho on the pitch. And I don't want to see James Milner and Henderson both in midfield. So to me, that right-hand side looks like it has enough balance defensively with Henderson and Milner. And then between Costas and Curtis Jones and Van Dijk down the left, I think we'll be all right to go. So look, 2-1 to me. Liverpool to make their way into the semi-final. I don't know how the other FA Cup quarter-final ties are going to go. In fact, I don't even know if I'll pay much attention to them. But I will be paying attention to the draw as well. And we will bring you guys the outcome of that semi-final draw if we are fortunate enough to make it through. So look, that's going to be the last bit of stuff on YouTube really for me, pre-recorded before I go away on holidays. I'm going to be away from the 21st to the 21st of March to the 1st of April. But don't worry, Mr. Paddy Murphy and Mr. Chris Stonage will keep the channel ticking over while I'm away. And yeah, loads of stuff, as I said, coming up around Sunday in the game. So look, I appreciate your time as always. This video will be going out on Saturday. So I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. And up the Reds. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Take care. Bye-bye.